G'day everyone, I'm Pat from Voodoo Collectibles. Hope you've been well. Let's get into today's video. And it is a little bit of a different one today. This is an unboxing of Gwent, the card game from The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt video game. Now, there is a Witcher Gwent game available that is a actual video game. But this is the first, it's a licensed Witcher 3 Gwent, Gwent the legendary card game. So here it is. It is a big box. It's a big boy. So I will quickly show you all the sides before I crack open and start looking at the inside. So this won't be a video on how to play the game. There are plenty of videos available if you want to go check out those videos. They probably explain it better than I can. This video, I want to check out all the decks and all the cards and the artwork. I am looking forward to getting my hands on them in physical form. So, just looking at the box, obviously got the 5 factions very nicely. Let me know what is your favourite faction down below. So let's crack it open. I'm going to peel this off. Brand new, only released, I think last week or so. So let's pop that box off. Obviously we got Geralt and Ciri on the cover. Very nice. All right, it is slowly coming off. There we go. All right, so I'll quickly go through the information and such, but I'm all about the actual cards themselves. So there is the rulebook. I will go through that in my own time. Like I said, if you want to look at these, probably check out another video. Search the legendary card game. Gwent, the legendary card game. Very cool. All right, let's move these to the sides. And that to there. Here is the actual game board. All right, very nice. It's very nice textured as well. Gwent. Very cool. And we have our, markers and, our rubies, coins, and then the symbols. Very nice. All right, here we go. This is what we're here for. The 5 decks. So which one do we start with? I guess we start with Northern Realms. You always start with the Northern Realms deck. So let's start with that one. And then we will get into the other decks as well. So this one might be a bit of a longer video. So if you want to skip to a certain deck, I will, if I remember, I will put timestamps down below. You're more than welcome to skip to the deck that you want to see and the cards. So cool. All right, there we go. There's the back. Let's see if I can find where the pull tab is. My big fat fingers are... Yeah, there we go, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, all right, I'm going to have to use my Stanley knife just to make a hole. There we go. We finally opened it up. So we're starting with the Northern Realms. All right, here we go. So we start with our commander card. We've got Foltest, the Siege Master. I think you only get one. Obviously in the game you can pick multiple different leaders, but there we go. So we've got Foltest, the Siege Master. All right, we've got Avalak. Very nice. The Spy card. So look, just having a look. So they're a little bit different. Obviously the leader card just has the leader symbol. He would sit at the top left corner, I guess, of your board. So doubles the strength of all your units unless a commander horn is also present. Very nice bonus there. So we've got the score, and then we've got the row it goes in. So there's melee, ranged, and siege, and then these are the specials. So this one being a hero and a spy card. So all right, let's move through. There is Geralt himself, Geralt of Rivia. Find the roach card in your deck or hand and play it instantly. So that's a nice bonus. Very cool. So it does have some wordings down below. So I'm still debating if I actually go out and because I think I might grade all certain. I know Geralt might grade the Geralt cards. There is Yennefer. So that one is a healing. Very nice. We've got Ballista, part of the Siege. It's another Siege. Blue Stripes Commando. These were my go-to. You linked these ones up and they used to give you a nice big bonus score. There we go, Blue Stripe Commando. Another one. So we've got different artworks this time, so that's cool. Got catapults. They always linked together, were very nice. Oh, 2 cards off on that one. All right, we've got what's someone say? Srinfid Reaver's Dragon Hunter, and there'll be another one there, and another one. So they would work very well together. All right, we've got Death Mold. I've got Dun Banner Medic. We've got Kira Metz. Prince Stennis, another spy card. Always loved the spy cards. And there is Roach. So if you pull Geralt, you get Roach for free. Come on, Roach, faster. Sitting on the top of the house. Siegfried of Denelsli. Skellige Deck. I'm going to butcher some of these names. I apologise in advance. So we've got the Trebuchet, another Trebuchet, and we've got Vess, Biting Frost, Commander's Horn, one of the best cards in the game. Another Commander Horn. Decoy, very nice. Obviously, you can use that to take up a card, usually your spy cards. You can pick your spy card up and then use it again. Decoys were very, very handy. Alright, and Scorch just pretty much destroys the strongest card on the opposition side. So if they've got a bunch of 6s up there, bang, they're all gone, which is very nice. Alright, so we do have another commander card. So the Foltest, here it is. The second one, pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. So that wasn't too bad. And we've got another one. Clear any weather effects in play. So it looks like all the commander cards are in here, so that's good. Destroy your enemy's strongest range unit. If the combined strength of all of his or her 10 or plus, that was a decent one. Destroy your enemy's strongest siege. Alright, here we go. Cirilla, Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon. Very nice Cirilla card. Esterd Thyssen, John Natalis, Philippa Eilhart, there's a Triss Marigold, Vernon Roach, Bovine Defense Force. There we go, got a couple of those. Got the cow. This card is discarded from the battlefield. It summons a Bovine Defense Force to take its place. That's not a bad trade-off, you have to say. All right, Dandelion with the horn, very nice. Emil Regis, the vampire. We've got Gaunt O'Dim. All right, fair enough. Looks like some of these are like monsters. So it looks like there's a mix of different cards in this set. So it's a little bit different. Gunter Dim Darkness. Alright, so what's this one? Find all Gunter Dim Darkness cards in your deck or hand and play them instantly. So you put this down and then you find all these and then they stack together. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. That's a very, very nice points. Alright, so the Siege Expert gives an extra bonus point to all those in the Siege. And another one, and another one. Olgierd von Everec. Very nice. They've always said he looked like David Beckham, and you'll never see it again. You always see it every time you see it from now on. Poor effing infantry. 2, 3. Very basic, I guess. Very starter deck. Probably wouldn't want to include him in your deck in this one though. Redanian Foot Soldier. 1, 2. Sabrina Gleizovic. Oh, got 2 cards there. We missed Sheldon Skaggs, Siege Tower, Sigismund, Dijkstra, the spy card. Got Thala, spy card. Got Vesemir, very nice. Villain Tresmirth. Villain Tretensmirth. Probably said that name wrong twice, but that's fine. Yeah, Yarpen Zigrin, Zoltan Shivi. There's a Biting Frosts. We've got Clear Weather. They were always very handy against monster cards. They used to always love playing weather effects. Commander's Horn. Got Decoy, Impenetrable Fog. Got Scorch. Skellige Storm. There we go. So it takes the range and the siege. A very nice, strong card to have. And then Torrential Rain. So there we go. That was the first deck for Northern Realms. Not bad start. All right, let's put that there. Put that to the top. All right, let's go into what should we go from Northern Realms? We'll go from Northern Realms to Nilfgaard. Let's see if I struggle with this one as well. Nope, this one's going to come off. Very nice. I like this. Alright, so what is this one? This one... Alright, so a little bit different here. So, alright. So we've got the back of the Northern Realms. Let's move that to the side. The banner. And then let's have a look at the special card effects. So, I guess it just tells you... Okay, yeah, so... It just tells you the abilities of all these types of cards. So if we're having a look, it's double-sided, it is. So it tells you what the Commander Horn, Scorch, Decoy, and the Marjoram do. And then it tells you what the weather cards do. Biting Frost, Impenetrable Fog, Torrential Rain, Skellige Storm, and Clear Weather. So that's just a bunch of cards. Yep, they're all the same. Alright, here we go. So Nilfgaard, Muster, Spy, Agile, and Medic. And they'll be the same as well for each. Yep, so you just include that in your deck. And then where we get the back, Summon, Type Bond, Scorch, Commander Horn, Marjoram, and Berserker. Alright, so a little bit of information for everyone that they can use. Alright, let's get in to... I'm going to put this down here because it's such a big pile. Let's start with the first half. So we've got Emir Van Emrys, the Relentless. Draw a card from your opponent's discard pile. This cannot be a hero. It's not bad. Alright, there we go. We've got Adalak again. I'm wondering if all these are going to be similar or all different. So we've got Letho of Gullet. Yeah, it looks like I'm guessing this last part might be different. No. We'll get to it when we get to it. So here are the Skelly Nilfgaard cards. Get to it. We got Menno Cohern, Morvan Voorhees, Tibor Ebracht. Nice card. All these were nice cards to have. All 10s. Black Infantry Archer. There is another one. Here we go. The Tolian Auxiliaries. 1, 2, and... Nope, just the 2. Heavy Zircanian Fire Scorpion. Here we go, Imperial Brigade Guard. Should be a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And link those together, and they were very nice to have. Alright, we've got the Nuska Cavalry Rider. 1, 2, 3. Shillard Fitz Osterlin spy card. The best thing about Nilfgaard was all the spies they had. Stefan Skellen. Here we go. Vatia Daru. Young Emissary. Should be a couple of those, I believe. 1, 2. Got Clear Weather. Commander's Horn. A couple of those. Decoys. Scorches. And here we go into the other commander cards. Yeah, this one is pick a Torrential Rain card, play it for instantly. Abilities that restore a unit to battlefield Restore a randomly chosen from the discard pile. There we go. Look at 3 random cards from your opponent's hands. Cancel your opponent leader's ability. This was a nice one to have. If you didn't want to bother using your own, this one was perfect because you didn't have to worry about them using any of their abilities. There we go. Is a Siri. So I might. There is Geralt as well. I might, if it's included in every set, go ahead and put Cirilla and Geralt in grading, just so I can have them in slabs, because I reckon they look really nice in slabs all together. There's a Triss and a Yennefer. Might have to do it for all 4. So Triss, Yennefer, Ciri, and Geralt. Obviously the big 4 of the Witcher. Bovine Defense Force. We'll pick up the second one. So I believe this one's probably going to be the same Bovine Defense Force. Yep. Kahir. Oh, I'm going to butcher this name. Kahir Ma Defrin Kach. Oh boy. I've butchered that, I know I have, but that's fine. There's the cow with the bovines. We've got Cynthia. There's Dandelion. Oops. There's Emil Regis. Fringilla. Gaunter Dim. So I believe that some of these are going to be all the same from here on out. So those first cards were all, well, not quite. We've got Mortison. So Olgierd Van Emmerich. So there is some overlaps in both sets, it looks like. Puttkammer. There's Rain Farm. Renaud Atmutsen. There's Roach himself again. Rotten Mangalil. What did I say then? Rotten Mangalil. Mangalil. Manganil. I have no idea. Siege Engineer. There is a Siege Technician. Very nice to have. Makes everyone stronger. Sweers. Van Hammer. There's a Vesemir. There is the Dragon of Riedma. Scorpion of Zoltan. And I'm guessing we're going to get into the effects now. Effects, yes. Impenetrable Fog. And we'll just quickly go through these last ones. These are obviously all in the Nilfgaardian style. Nilfgaardian set, should I rather. So there we go. That was the Nilfgaardian set. All right, we've got 3 others to go. What should we go from here? Let's go monsters. I'll go in order of my favourite and the most played, I guess. So I always played either Northern Realms or Nilfgaard. Then I played monsters. Then I played Scoia'tael, and then Skellige is probably the one I played the least with. Let's open that up. Very nice. Sides. Alright, so we've got off the start. We'll do the same thing again. Just cut in half. We've got Eridan, King of the Wild Hunt. Pick anywhere the card from your deck and play it instantly. Very nice. Alright, so we've got Avalak again. There is a Draug hero card. There is Geralt. And on that we Imerlith. There we go. Imerlith. We've got Kairan, the big it's a Kraken style looking monster. We've got a Leshen. And here we go with the Arrakis card. So find all regular Arrakis cards on your deck, play them instantly. So if you pulled one, and then you had multiple, bang, that one on the field, that one on the field. And there we go, the Arrakis Behemoth. So if you found this one, all the normal Arrakis could come onto the field instantly. So monsters could creep up on you very quickly if you weren't careful. So it was very good to have weather cards to combat their effect. Because here we go, they're the crones. You pull one of these and then bang, bang, bang. All the crones come on, and then you're struggling. Same with the Neckers. Give me the Necker. Very nice. And there is a Roach, Toad. There is the vampires. Same with the vampires. Bring one of those on. The vampires come on, and then you're stuffed. All right, clear weather. Commander's horns. Got some more weather effects. There we go. Here we go into the other later cards. Double the strength of all spy cards. Affects both players. There we go. Restore a card from your discard pile to your hand. Double strength of all your melee units. That was pretty decent. Discard 2 cards and draw 1 card. Alright, here we go into the Cirilla. There is the Triss and the Yennefer. We've got a Botchling. Bovine Defense Force. The Chilone Harpy. The Cockatrice. Cow. Dandelion. Earth Elemental. Emil, Regis, and the Endrega, and then a Fiend. We'll get into the second half. Fire Elemental, Foglet, Forktail, Frightener, Gargoyle. There's a Gauntero Dim. We're going to get into the probably the same ones again. Gauntero Dim. There is a Ghoul. So there'll be Mustard as well. So Ghoul. Not very useful, those ones. They're probably obviously your basic, only worth 3 together. Grave Hag, and Griffin, Harpy, Ice Giant in the Siege, Olgierd, the Plague Maiden, Vesemir, Dragon, Werewolf, Wyvern, Zoltan. And then we are into all of the action cards, weather effects and such. So there we go. That was the monster deck. You could really pull some monster numbers if you got a bunch of monster cards. Then put a horn down. It would absolutely insane amount of numbers you could hit. I just had a sip of water. Let's get into the last 2 sets. We'll get to this one first. We are in the Scoia'tael. Where is that pull tab? That one. Oh, listen to that music in the background. Absolutely iconic. I'll try and be silent while I open this, just so you can listen to the music in the background. Witcher 3 soundtrack, absolutely outstanding. All right, let's get into Scoia'tael, starting with Francesca Findabar. La 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 la. Outstanding music. Alright, so this one doubles the strength of all your archery units, range units, should I say. Very ranged, focused are the Scoia'tael. No surprise there. There is Ciri, the Ethien, Yorvith, Isengrim, Sainthesis. I've said that wrong, probably. We'll move on. Triss, just the 1 card. Barclay Elves, Dolblathana Scouts, 1 and 2 and 3. Philavendrel Ein Fidhail. Like I said, I'm going to butcher these names. All in Elvish. Hakavar Healer. Yeah, 1 and 2. I think there we go. Hakavar Smuggler. So same like the monsters. You pull one of these. Bang, bang, bang. We got Milva. Nice 10-point cards. Olgierd. Got Roach. Shiru Dragon. Vreehead Brigade Veteran, 1 and 2. Got Yavin. Got Biting Frost, got some Weather, some Commander Horns, Scorch. Here we go into the other commanders. Francesca, draw an extra card at the beginning of the battle. It's not too bad. Move agile units to whichever valid row to maximize their strength. Don't move units already in optimal row. Well, that's sure. I don't think I ever remember seeing that one. That's a really decent one. Say you've got a bunch of cards in the range slot, and your opponent plays a weather card that dampens all their points. Use this card, move them from range to siege or to melee, and then you're back in business. That is that's a really good commander card. That's really good. This one is pick a Biting Frost card from your deck, play it instantly, destroy your enemy's strongest units, just like the Scorch. Alright, let's get into the rest. Avalak. Did we already have an Avalak? Wasn't that one of the first ones? Maybe not. Maybe it was in the other sets. Alright, so here is our first Avalak spy card. There is Geralt. So maybe, haven't seen those first yet. Yennefer, Bovine Defense Force, 1 and 2. Sian ap Stellan. There's the cow to go with the Bovine. Dandelion. Dennis Cranmer. Dolblathana Archer. Dwarven Skirmisher, 1, 2, and 3. We've got the Elven Skirmishers. I can't remember how many were those. 1, 2, and 3. There is Neil Regis. Gauntero Dim. Then the 1, 2, 3 Darkness cards. Very nice to have those. Hakava Healer. Ida Amin Ap Sivni. Mahkman Defender. 1 and 2 and 3. And there's a 4th and a 5th. Too bad they aren't a muster card, because they would be really nice and very strong probably to have. Riordan, not a very nice card to have. Torville, you can definitely get better cards. Vesemir, Virid Brigade Recruit. There is Zoltan. And we are into the, yes, at the end. Right, very nice. So there we go. That was the Scoia'tael set. So we are down to our last set. We are in Skellige. So let's have a look at this last set. It's been very, very nice to go through this again. It's been, I would say about a year and a half since I last finished my last playthrough of Witcher 3. So it might be time to go through another playthrough of The Witcher again, just to get myself ready for Witcher 4 when that comes out in, I don't know, 2-3 years time. So that would be around about 2 years every time I play it, and then get ready for Witcher 4. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be called, but it's obviously looks like it's going to be Ciri as the protagonist, which is fine by me. So we've got Arnjolf. Choose a unit with type bond to have in play. Get 1 copy of this unit from your deck, played immediately. There you go. Alright, and there is Ceres. Find all your Clan Drum and Shield Maiden cards in your deck and play them instantly. Yeah, not bad. Very good card. There's Ermion with the, I believe, what was that called? I might have to look at that card. Look at this special card, so it tells you what it is. Not that one. I swear it said in one of these. So I'm going to look to the side. Let's have a look. There we go. So you look at the Skellige cards, and it is the Marjoram triggers and the transformation of all Berserker cards. So if you have any Berserker cards, bang. There is Halmar. There is the Berserker. Clan Unkite Warrior. There should be a couple of these. 1, 2, 3. There we go, just the 3. Clan Diamond Pirate. Clan Drummond the Shield Maiden. So there's the one that goes with Ceres. I think there's 3 or 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. So having those together as well would be very cool. All right, Canby. That one is the summon card. When this card is discarded from the battlefield, it summons Heimdall to take its place. So there we go. Light longships were nice to have. There's 3 of these, maybe 4. Not just the 3. There is Olaf the Bear. War longship. There's I think 3 of these as well. 1, 2, 3. There is the Young Berserker. 1 and 2 and 3. We've got Clear Weather, Commander Horn. We'll get through those. There's the Mardrome. So you don't need the actual card for that one. Use that one. What was it called? You don't need. What was his name? Ermin. Ermin. Right, there is Heimdall, hero. This card can't start in your deck. Limited to 1 per player only. There we go. All right. Now we've got a transformed Vilkarl. That's a nice card to have. This card can't start in your deck. It's a 14. This card can't start in your deck. Young Vilkarl. So 1 and 2 and 3. Ooh, having those together would be absolutely awesome. Cruck Uncrate, Wild Boar of the Sea. So different commander. Shuffle all cards from each player's graveyard back into their decks. We've got Iced Trusark. Pick a Skellige Storm card from your plate immediately. Harold on Crates. Pick a Mardrome card from your deck and play it immediately. King Bran. Friendly units only lose half their strength in bad weather conditions. That's pretty decent. Now, obviously, when a weather card is placed on the field, all units in that slot go down to 1. So, if you had all those together, yeah, they'd all be 1. So you'd be getting very nothings. But with this card here, they turn into 4s. So, not a bad card to have at all. Rounded down. I guess if you have a 5, instead of being 2.5, it'd be 2. Which makes sense. There's Avalak, Ciri, Geralt, Triss, and Yennefer. Burner Bran. If you know, you know. Burner from the game. Blue Boy Lugus. There we go. Move on to the second part. There's the Bovine Defense Force. A couple of those. Clan Brooker Archer. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, they're not type bonded together. Skald. Armor Smith. There's the Cow for the Bovine. There's Dandelion. Donna Ahindar. Got Emil Regis Rollick. Terezif God Efroy. Regis for short. There is Gunter. And I think we are probably going to get into the same cards again. Oh, not yet. Not just yet. Holger Blackhand. Madman Lugus. Wah! Von Everett. Roach. Svanridge. Ulderic. There's Vesemir. The Dragon. Zoltan. And then we are into the same cards as before. So there we go. That was the Skellige deck. So we have gone through all 5 decks. Looks like the monster deck has a bit more cards. Just looking at them on height, a little bit more cards. So let's move them all nice and close as we finish up this video. So yeah, there we go. That was all 5 decks from The Witcher, the legendary card game. I will endeavour to remember now to put a timestamp down below. So if you've gotten this far, you've probably already seen. But if you want to skip back to one of the sets, Yeah, use the timestamps down below. But yeah, there we go. They are the 5 sets from the card game. I love the game, and I reckon I'll probably love the card game as well. So there we go. I know it was a bit of a longer video. If you did make it this far, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for staying tuned all the way through. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy your day. I will see you on the next one. Cheers.